Curse of Oak Island Emma Culligan makes huge discovery. Many fans believe the Curse of Oak Island will never uncover any real treasure before the show finally ends. However, there is one person who has starred on the show and made some groundbreaking discoveries of her own. This is Emma Culligan, an archaeologist who became a fan favorite on the reality TV series. Here is what you need to know about Emma Culligan. The Curse of Oak Island star makes groundbreaking discoveries. Ever since The Curse of Oak Island premiered on the History Channel, Rick and Marty Lagina have been hunting for elusive treasure. They have connected the island to the Knights Templar and Vikings. The brothers have studied history and remained entertaining. They haven't really found any treasure yet, though. After 10 years on the History Channel, several researchers and professionals joined the show to keep the journey fresh. One specialist was Emma Culligan, an archaeologist. Emma is the person who came onto the show and helped confirm the presence of a Roman coin they found in Lot 5. This was one of the big revolutionary finds on the island in Season 12, Episode 2. Emma confirmed the coin was made of an uncommon alloy in contemporary coins, 70% copper and 16% lead. She theorized the item was a Roman coin that dates to between 200 and 300 AD. This excited everyone to know there might be more down there. These rare Roman coins include historical hints about trade routes and cross-cultural interactions. More importantly for Rick and Marty, it hints at the buried treasure they desperately want to find. Who is Emma Culligan on the Curse of Oak Island? Emma Culligan is a metallurgist, engineer, and archaeologist via Mo.com. She went to Memorial University in Newfoundland. While she looks young, she is very experienced and has helped identify artifacts using CT scans and carbon dating. Emma grew up in Japan. She said on the show that she was raised there, and Japanese was actually her first language. Emma didn't start to learn English until she was 15. She appeared on the Curse of Oak Island and Beyond podcast to discuss joining the show and said she initially thought the entire thing was a sham. At first, she assumed she would be a personal assistant before learning they wanted her for her archaeological experience. Laird Niven is one person excited about what Culligan brings to the show. In the podcast episode, he said Culligan found fold residue on a piece of wood and that her reaction was holy ****. He said that she has changed how people treat gold on the digs. The dawn broke over the windswept shores of Oak Island, casting a golden hue over the mysterious island's rugged terrain. As the shadows of ancient oaks stretched across the ground, the Lagina brothers and their dedicated team prepared for another day of exploration. The buzz of machinery filled the air, mingling with the cries of gulls circling overhead. It was the beginning of what would be a historic chapter in the Oak Island mystery. Among the team was Emma Culligan, a bright and ambitious archaeologist who had joined the search the previous season. Emma's approach was meticulous, her passion evident in every soil sample she examined and every document she pored over late into the night. With her deep knowledge of medieval history and her knack for spotting patterns others missed, Emma had quickly become a valuable member of the team. This morning, Emma was unusually quiet, her brow furrowed as she re-examined the latest findings from the swamp dig. The previous day's excavations had unearthed a peculiar stone slab etched with faint carvings. While others debated its significance, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that the markings were more than decorative. "It's not just a slab," she murmured, flipping through her notebook. "It's a map." Piecing together the puzzle. The stone's carvings bore an uncanny resemblance to medieval navigation symbols, a realization that had kept Emma awake for hours. Now, as the rest of the team gathered around her in the war room, she laid out her theory. "This," Emma said, pointing to the slab, "is a marker. It's directing us to something buried deep below the island. Marty Legina raised an eyebrow. We've had markers before, he said cautiously. What makes this one different? Because it's part of a series, Emma explained, pulling up a digital overlay she had created. Using data from previous digs, she highlighted a pattern that connected the locations of other recovered artifacts. Each of these items aligns with this map. They're breadcrumbs leading to a central point. Rick Legina leaned forward, his excitement barely contained. And where does it lead? Emma hesitated, her finger hovering over a blank spot on the map. Here, she said finally, the heart of the money pit. Breaking new ground. The team wasted no time. Armed with Emma's analysis, they returned to the money pit with renewed vigor. The air was electric as the drilling rig roared to life, churning through layers of earth. For hours, the team worked tirelessly, monitoring every inch of core samples as they emerged from the ground. By mid-afternoon, the drill struck something solid. The rig operator paused, his face alight with anticipation. "We've hit something," he announced. Emma was the first to inspect the core. Embedded within the soil was a wooden plank, its surface worn but unmistakably shaped by human hands. "It's part of a structure," Emma said, her voice trembling with excitement. "We're on the right track." The chamber. As the excavation continued, it became clear they had uncovered a subterranean chamber. Cameras were lowered into the narrow shaft, revealing a space reinforced with timber and lined with stone. At its center lay a chest, its surface encrusted with centuries of sediment. The sight of the chest left the team speechless. Could this be the legendary treasure that had eluded seekers for over 200 years? Emma's hands shook as she prepared to descend into the chamber. "We need to document everything," she reminded the team. "This could rewrite history." With careful precision, Emma and the team extracted the chest and brought it to the surface. As the lid was pried open, the setting sun bathed the contents in a warm glow. Inside, they found a collection of artifacts. Gold coins bearing the insignia of the Knights Templar, intricately carved reliquaries, and a scroll encased in a waterproof tube. Decoding the legacy. The scroll, written in Latin, revealed the true magnitude of their discovery. It detailed the journey of a group of Templar knights fleeing persecution in the 14th century. According to the text, they had sailed across the Atlantic, seeking refuge in the New World. "This is it," Emma whispered, tears streaming down her face. "The connection we've been searching for." As the team celebrated, Emma's mind raced with possibilities. The discovery not only validated decades of effort, but also raised new questions. What else had the Templars left behind? And how had they managed to construct such an elaborate hiding place on the remote island? The journey continues. News of the discovery spread like wildfire, capturing the imagination of treasure hunters and historians alike. While the chest's contents were transferred to a secure facility for further study, the Laginas and their team remained focused on their mission. For Emma, the discovery was just the beginning. "There's more out there," she told Rick as they surveyed the island. The Templars didn't just leave treasure. They left a story, a legacy that's been waiting to be told. Rick nodded, his gaze fixed on the horizon. "And we're going to find it," he said with quiet determination. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting Oak Island in a blanket of twilight, the team stood united, ready to face whatever secrets the island still held. For Emma, the journey was no longer just about treasure. It was about uncovering the truth and sharing it with the world. The curse of Oak Island had claimed many lives and fortunes over the years, but on this day, it had also yielded its most extraordinary revelation. And for Emma Culligan, it was a moment she would treasure forever.